Seconds all the lives that might be trapped in this thumbprint of a town. He straddled the bar and worked the handlebars, zeroing in on the feed store, the sun's glare and the rusted corrugated front. At the busiest time of day, a person might need to wait out 3 or 4 cars before crossing Charlotte safely. For most passing drivers, though, both the light and the town were nothing more than an inconvenient tax on their brake pads as they traveled the 230 toward Laramie. He pedaled across the street and over the gravel lot to the south side of the building, where he locked his bike to the downspout before walking back around to the front door and going inside. Behind the main counter, his mother sat on her high stool, a handwritten nameplate pinned to her blouse, thumbing a spiral notebook that was splayed out in front of her. "Staring at the sun?" She did not look up from the pages. "Just for a second. You're late." "Hardly. Hardly's enough. It's also enough that I stuck my neck out to get you this job. I'd appreciate it if you didn't make me look like an ass to my boss." She got up then and walked to the end of the counter where she snatched the push broom from the corner. "Be thorough," she said, swinging the broom over the register. It was a lousy $5 to sweep up the entire warehouse floor from corner to corner. Nowhere near a fair deal. But what could he say? 12-year-olds desperate for pocket money didn't get the luxury of whining or negotiating. Not in an armpit place like Hope, Wyoming. Hope, a town, Rodney decided, that was not only poorly named, but proof that even God needed a place to dump all the shit he didn't get right. With the broom, he moved past the wall of windows toward the side doorway, where the echo of voices knocked around out in the loading bay like cowbells. And as he got to the doorway, there in the space that led from the open loading dock to the warehouse behind, he saw it. On the opposite side of Charlotte, parked beside the high chain link of the 76 station, was the midnight blue Impala, its black top catching the very last of the day's sun in a single stripe over the door. A white-shirted elbow poked out of the open driver's side window like a flag. "It's him." His mother had come from behind the counter to stand beside Rodney, her shoulder almost touching his. She stared out the open bay in the direction of the gas station. "Tell me this isn't the first time you've noticed it." "I never saw him sitting over there," Rodney said, and that was true. There were drive-bys now and then, but those had always been by chance. He guessed, anyway. "Now you have. Just ignore him. Get your work done and go on home and don't say anything about it." Rodney leaned back from the doorway. "What's he doing there?" "God knows why your father does what he does half the time." A man in a fat red beard appeared from the rear of the store, a discovery of rubber boots and rain gear cradled in his arms. Rodney's mother straightened up and quickly returned to the register, a smile stretched tight over her face as if someone had pulled a string from her back. "Looks like someone's hoping for a change in the weather," she said. "Praying for it, Rosie," the man said. He dropped the gear onto the counter and scratched at his chin, his fingers disappearing into the orange tangle of fur. "I'd give my last-born kid to be able to use these." Rodney's mother gave a worried laugh, and the man added, "You ain't seen my last-born." "Oh, Norris, I believe I have," she said. "All the same, a day of rain would sure be a blessing." "From those pretty lips to God's ears." Rodney's mother punched her fingers at the register, smile radiating a stripe of pink gums over her teeth. She was, it seemed to Rodney, a woman who managed to look best when she tried the least, when she let her thin, dark hair fall loose from whatever ponytail or bun she had forced it into. Here she was now, stationed behind the counter of another dusty county feed store in another farm town, passing chatter back and forth between herself and all the hayseed townspeople who wandered in. It was a skill of hers that he both admired and feared, the way she could settle into the space behind a shop counter, rattle off customer names, and wrap her hand